righty, ladies and gentlemen. I am excited about this next guest. Man, we saw him make big time play after big time play last week against the Ravens. He was the 6th round draft pick in the 2019 draft out of the University of Alabama. Roll Tide. Defensive lineman of your Pittsburgh Steelers, Mr. Isaiah Buggs. Isaiah, what's up, man? How are you doing today?
What's going on, man? I'm doing good. You?
Man, I'm doing well, man. We just excited about the opportunity to talk to you. Obviously, man, we're seeing you come off of a crazy performance, man. So we're just excited for you to be here, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely excited, man. I'm glad I'm with the Steelers, man. It's a great place, great program. I wouldn't rather be no other place.
Man, I love it, man. And just talk a little bit, too, man. You guys are sitting at 7-0, right? We've seen the adversity y'all have had to overcome, whether it was the moving of bye weeks, some of the injuries you've had on offense and defense. So just talk about how y'all have been able to handle the adversity and stay, on the tracks right now.
Man, we always about the next man up mentality. Everybody around here gets the same amount of reps. We practice at each position, heavily. We do it hard. These coaches draw up a good game plan week in and week out for us. So it's just our job to execute it. And that's what we've been doing. We've been executing things very well, and we got to continue to be dominant in that aspect.
I like that. And now you talked a little bit about the next man up element of it. And we know Coach Tomlin. I mean, anyone that's sat in the room with Coach Tomlin, you're going to hear next man up a lot. And obviously you've been personifying that, man, this season. Every time you've had an opportunity, you've produced it a big time way. So just talk about your mentality, as the next man up.
It's just motivation, and it should be exciting for anybody to get their number called, not going from playing as much to playing a lot. It's just about earning the coach's trust, and they can believe in you. And once you get that, it's balls out to the wall, man. You just got to contribute, do what they ask you to do, and be dominant. And once you do that, everybody's in favor of you. Everybody can trust you and put you on the field.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Now, could you talk about Coach Dunbar? He was your defensive line coach back in Alabama, and now he's your defensive line coach here in Pittsburgh. Has there been any word that maybe he had a little extra say in the Steelers drafting you?
It may could have, and it may could have been.
You haven't
I
heard
didn't
anything?
know at all. I was just on draft day. I was just waiting on the call, man, and hoping that I got a call from anywhere. Just get an opportunity. To live out my dreams, and I'm glad it came true.
I like that, man.
Now, what type of impact has he had on you, being the coach in both places?
Man, Coach Dunbar is a great coach, in every way of coaching. He's a great person on the field and off the field. One of the best D-line coach I ever had so far. He does everything right, from every detail, and it's just fun being in the same room with him and those guys that I'm with. It's a blessing to be here.
Major respect on that, man. And just talking about some of the guys in that room with you, obviously Cam Hayward, Stephon Tuitt, and Tyson Alualu. Just talk about, man, what it's been like having the opportunity to learn from those guys and being share a meeting room with them and stuff like that.
Man, my first year here was kind of rough on me because I was itching to play. And I really didn't understand that, this is not college, just the NFL guys here have their contracts. You got to wait your turn to play. And, so I always looked up to those guys and watched those guys and the way how they practice and the way how they move. And I always wanted to be like those guys. Those guys have numbers of years in the league. And hopefully one day I can be able to say I played 10 plus years like those guys, just falling in line behind those great leaders. That's the only way to be successful.
Now, do you have a favorite or best Nick Saban story?
Coach Saban all around is just great, man. I don't have, it's so many I can tell you. You just got to be around him in order to see and get to know him, man. If you've been around him, you'll know how you get down.
Now, he always looks serious. Is he serious always, man, or does he have like a lighter side, man?
He always serious, man. He always has that look, but he's a great coach, though. No, he's a great person. He really, is what he is on TV. He's serious about the work. He's serious about the preparation, about the coaching. But on the other end, though, he's a nice guy. He cares about his players. And he treats everybody fairly. But when it comes to work, he's locked in about his work and he's serious.
Now, is there something that you take away from your time being with him, whether it's him as an individual, or something he said that I guess you think about even to this day, whether it's life advice for football, whatever?
Just, Coach Saban, he's always going to be honest with you. He reminds me of Mike T a lot. He's going to come with you with the honesty. He's not going to sugarcoat. He's not going to beat around the bush. And, it just depends on how you take it, man. You can take it as it is what it is, but he's going to let you know the truth, just like Mike T. So that's a good thing about Coach Saban and some decisions involving around defenses and playing for him. Just the same way as Mike T.
And now transition a little bit back to you on the field. Every time I watch you on tape, you have the most energy. I'm talking, man, it doesn't matter if it was a run play, you made a tackle, if it was a pass play, you're always bouncing around. You just got this infectious energy that shows up on tape. And for most D linemen, it's the opposite. Most of those y'all guys, you're not trying to waste too much energy in that regard. So just talk about your overall passion for the game and where all that comes from, man.
Man, it's just loving to play the game, man. A guy like me was drafted in the 6th round and waiting the opportunity, even in his 2nd year, finally get a hat. I mean, who wouldn't be excited to make plays to show that, hey, I can play with these guys. I could be on the field. I'm going to let my presence be known, and you're going to feel my energy. So, man, that's just me. I was just excited to get out there to be able to make plays, especially against a rival team like that. I was just excited, and they was excited for me. They was happy for me, and every time I looked at the sideline, and seeing that those coaches believed in me, it just made me even more excited and just to go harder. So I'm just going to get that a lot from me.
Hey, I love it, man. Keep it going. Like I said, watching you on tape, you see it, and you can see the guys around you feed off of that, man.
I was looking into some of your backstory, and we had Steven Nelson on last week, and he went to a JUCO, like community college, like you, coming out of high school. Could you talk about just that story behind going from high school to community college, then to Alabama? You didn't get, from what I read, too many offers coming out of high school. Just where was football in your life at that point? What were you thinking about? Was NFL still a dream of yours I guess, finally end up where you are right now?
I mean, coming out of high school, I was a great player, man. I played defensive end, and in high school, I didn't have any offers in high school. I graduated on time. I didn't have any offers. And, I had to get a job. I was working at Super One Foods, and I finally got, a call from a junior college. And I was like, hey, I really don't want to go to junior college, but I had to go make something out of nothing. I went to junior college and played there for a year and a half, Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. And that was a great place. That place showed me and taught me how to be a man. I didn't have all the expensive things and all the great foods, and the living environment that I was at Alabama. I stayed in a dorm with 3 guys, and we all had a different bed in each room. That's just junior college. And if anybody ever, been to junior college, they can give you that story. They can tell you that, hey, junior college is rough. Not too many people make it out of there. So when I went there, I was locked in. I balled out. I did what I was supposed to do in the book part, and I just got offers from all over, and I chose Alabama. So junior college really taught me how to be a man, and it humbled me in such a way.
Man, I could definitely respect that.
That's crazy. What do you think was the difference between getting no offers than Alabama after a year and a half at JUCO?
It's just work ethic for me, man. Like, you can't get complacent. Even now, though, I'm always trying to find ways to get better, And when I was at junior college, and we played on Thursdays, so, we only had probably 1,500 fans in the stand.
Man, the
Thursday that's like, we played on Thursdays, and then wake up on that Saturday seeing these big schools playing, Alabama, LSU, Auburn, and all these big schools playing. Like, if that don't excite you to reach that point where you can play on Saturdays, like, what are you even playing for? That was my thought in junior college. And then the next day seeing NFL football, that all that stuff motivated me, man. I had a game on a Thursday, so I had the weekend to see other people's on a bigger spotlight. Nobody know nothing about junior college. So that just motivated me, man, to get to that level. And when I did, I'm still continuing to work my tail off.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah, man. And keep doing what you're doing, man. We're loving it right now, man. Now, obviously, you got the game coming up this weekend, man, the Dallas Cowboys. So just talk about your thoughts about them as a team, and ultimately, man, what y'all guys have to do to get the victory this weekend.
like I said, these coaches got a great game plan lined up for us. We got to execute it. We got to stop the run. We got to play run sound defense. They don't have a quarterback. They're going in with their third string quarterback. We just got to be ready for anything. It's going to be a lot of triggeration going on. It's just all or nothing right now for them. So we just got to continue to play Pittsburgh Steelers football, and we cannot have any slip-ups. We follow the game plan that these coaches got instructed for us, we're gonna be fine.
I like it. You want to tell us any secrets or not?
Ain't no secret to it. Pittsburgh Steelers football. That's the secret.
I love it.
Now, I was reading online. You're a pretty good basketball player, no?
Yeah.
How would you
You heard
rank?
humbleness in here? Yeah.
How would you rank yourself amongst the Steelers team?
We had a cookout this past summer, my first year when I got drafted at Cam's house, and we all played basketball there. And everybody was kind of shocked that I could move and play basketball the way that I could. I played basketball. Coming up in high school, I was one of the stars in high school. I played AAU ball. But, I'm only 6'4", and, when it come down to it, NBA player 6'10", almost 7 foot, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to hang in with that. So, but I was a very good athlete, man. I love basketball. If I have a chance to play it today, I'll still play it, just for fun. But I love basketball, man. It's a great sport and conditioning aspect and mobility, so I always played that. I just translated that over to the field in high school.
So are you the best?
I know Cam got something to say. I know Cam gonna have something to say. I'm throwing it out there now. Cam gonna have something to say about this.
Top 3, top 5?
You said what?
Are you the best on the Steelers? Are you top 3, top 5? How would you rank yourself?
I'm most definitely. I'm confident in myself now when it comes to basketball. Me and Wobble had this conversation last year. He thought he was better than me. I had to cook him out there at Cam House.
Wobble got all the confidence when it comes to the game, and you're like, bro, you not like that. You are not like that.
Yeah, I gotta have cover. I take myself now.
I like that, man. Now, throughout your career, man, obviously you played JUCO, you played at Alabama, you've been in the NFL now. Just talk about the best player that you've played against, though, man.
Man, the best player that I played against so far, is, I would say, Lamar. Lamar is one of those top-notch quarterbacks that everybody wish they could to get a hand on. And it's hard to get a hand on Lamar, man. Just so shifty, so fast, quick. Lamar is the face of the game right now. Between him and Patrick Mahomes being so young at these quarterback positions, man, that's every defensive lineman dream to even sack, or even get a hand on one of those two guys. And I just studied film the whole week on him, man. And it's just great to be able to get a chance to do that.
I like
so
that.
far, Lamar has been that top guy.
Respect, man. And like I said, you did a great job of getting after him, man, this past game, man. So definitely going to keep that going. Now, the last question we got before we let you get up out of here, man. You're welcome to the NFL moment.
My welcome to the NFL moment. My first year, my rookie year, I didn't know. I didn't know about all the food and about all the dinners and all that stuff that I had to pay for. That I wasn't looking forward to Saturdays before we got ready to leave the trip. I had to bring the food, man. The Chick-fil-A, man. I was spending at least $1,000 worth of Chick-fil-A every Saturday. Man, it came down. I had to buy all the dinners for treatment night. I had to buy all the dinners pay for the dinners and at the games and stuff like that. And then the rookie dinner. That was
It hurts.
something that I don't want to do again. something that I don't want to do again. See it to it, order all those oysters, man. I'm like, bro, you're not even gonna eat all that, like. Man, but yeah, that was my welcome to the NFL moment. When I got that tab, I still got a screenshot of that tab till this day. I'm like, oh no, I cannot do that again.
Man, Isaiah, man, you have been a blast. We definitely appreciate you again. Wish you nothing but the best going forward, man. Stay healthy and keep being great.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate y'all for having me on.
No doubt.
And that segment was brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. And when we talk about DraftKings Sportsbook, man, I love it because number one, the prop bets that they have, the live betting that they have. I mean, it's just so many ways for you to get a chance at winning money, which we all love, right? I just need a chance. Just give me a chance.
Make Sundays fun too.
Absolutely, man. And that's the beauty of it. Also, did you know that if you're in a state where sportsbook isn't allowed, just right, because we know it's not allowed everywhere, you want to tell them what they got?
Oh, the fantasy app.
Oh, yeah, DraftKings fantasy app. I mean, dude, you talking about an app that has $1 million worth of prizes every single week. Let me say that again. $1 million worth of prizes every single week. I mean, come on, bro. For all that, I'm about to start playing fantasy football again, man, because I need that opportunity, okay? So if you're not...
Both of us will come out of retirement.
Absolutely. So if you haven't got the DraftKings app just yet, man, download it now. Do not waste another second. And make sure you use the promo code Moats so you can receive up to $1,000 in deposit bonuses, baby. So thanks again, and whatever you do, download